Hey, Dan Passerelli here. I was working earlier with one of our one-on-one coaching students, and he was talking about some of the videos that I do. And he said, Dan, you should do one on credit spreads. And so, guess what? This one is for you and everybody else who's listening to this. Credit spreads are actually a fairly simple, straightforward strategy. Basically, you just don't want the stock to go through a certain point. And so, in order to forecast that and set up the trade, we really just need a couple of things to look at. First of all, we want to look at support or resistance. Support for put credit spreads, resistance for call credit spreads. For example, here in Apple, around the 147.5 area, we've got some pretty solid support just by connecting some of the low points here, which were also some of the high points here, because support becomes resistance and vice versa. But we also have the 50-day moving average right around the same area. So we've got some pretty solid support here. So that might make for a nice put credit spread. The next thing we want to do is look at the implied volatility. Implied volatility is higher than historical volatility by far. It is around the low of the last 6 months. But that just means that Apple's implied volatility has been elevated for the past 6 months. Then we can simply go into our option chain, verify that the implied volatility of the actual options we'd be looking to sell, which would be the 147.5 put, we'd be selling and buying the 145 put, unless, of course, we don't have half strikes in the expiration we're looking at. Then we'd probably be looking at the 147, 146, or the 147, 145. And really, it's just basically that simple. This is Dan Passerelli, Trade Smart.